Hello, my dear friend. Welcome back to Grace Over 50, a space where we celebrate the strength, elegance, and beauty of women who have lived, learned, and grown through the seasons of life. Let me ask you something gentle but honest. When you look in the mirror each morning, do you still see your glow? I'm not talking about your foundation, your mascara, or how neat your hair is today. I'm talking about the light, that spark behind your eyes. The kind of radiance that says, I'm here, I'm alive, I matter. That glow, it's something many of us begin to lose, not because it fades, but because the world slowly stops reflecting it back to us. I've heard it whispered in soft voices, in quiet sighs, in the spaces between words. I feel like I'm disappearing, like people don't really see me anymore. They don't say it out loud, but their eyes look past you, they talk over you. You enter a room and somehow, despite everything you've lived, everything you carry inside, it's as if you've become invisible. Not because you've changed, but because the way the world sees women as they age has changed. And in response, many of us begin to shrink. We choose safer clothes, softer tones, neutral palettes. We stop experimenting. We stop stepping forward. We tell ourselves things like, I don't want to stand out. I'm not here to be noticed. I'm past that point in life. But let me gently challenge that. What if you were never meant to blend in? What if shrinking was never the answer? What if standing out, not loudly but gracefully, was exactly what your spirit has been waiting for? Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. Let's call her Margaret. Margaret is 68. She's always been poised, warm, and kind, but in recent years she began to retreat into the background. She wore a lot of beige, grays, soft browns, safe colors. She said it made her feel comfortable. Said she didn't want to draw too much attention. One day, while out shopping, something caught her eye, a deep red dress. It wasn't her usual style, it wasn't her usual color, but something inside her said, try it. That night, she wore the red dress to a small gathering, and let me tell you, that dress changed something. People noticed her. Men, both her age and younger, came up to her. They smiled. They complimented her. They said she looked radiant. One even told her, there's something about you tonight, you just shine. Now, Margaret hadn't changed her hairstyle. She didn't wear heavier makeup. She hadn't lost weight or learned a new trick. She simply wore color again. And suddenly, the room saw her. Color brought her presence back to life. That's when I realized something powerful. Color isn't just about fashion. It's not just about looking good in a photo or matching a season. Color is expression. It's energy, it's presence, and most importantly, color is a message. A message that says, I am here, I still matter, and I still shine. So today we're going to rediscover that message together. In this video, I'll take you through 8 beautiful, powerful colors, each one chosen not just for how it looks, but for how it makes people feel when they see you in it, and how it makes you feel when you wear it. Each color will speak to a different part of who you are, the soft, the bold, the wise, the playful, the radiant. Because let me be very clear with you, from one woman to another, you are not invisible. You never were. Sometimes we just need a reminder. Sometimes all it takes is the courage to wear color again, not to impress others, but to reconnect with the parts of ourselves that still long to be seen, appreciated, and celebrated. So if you've ever felt like the world stopped noticing you, if you've ever found yourself blending into the background, or if a part of you is quietly whispering, I want to feel vibrant again, then this video, this journey through color, is for you. Because here at Grace Over 50, we don't believe age dims your light. We believe age reveals it if only you're willing to let it shine. Are you ready? Let's begin. There's something fascinating I want to share with you today, something that might seem small at first, but once you understand it, you'll never look at your wardrobe the same way again. It's this: color speaks before you ever say a word. It introduces you. It sets the tone. And without realizing it, it shapes how the world perceives you, especially in the very first moments. Let me explain. Have you ever walked into a room, looked around, and felt drawn to someone maybe even before they spoke? Maybe it was a woman wearing a vibrant scarf, or someone with a rich, warm blouse that somehow made her glow. You didn't know her, you didn't even know why you noticed her. But you did. That's the silent power of color at work. And whether we realize it or not, it's always working. The brain responds to color instantly and emotionally. You see, color doesn't just please the eye, it speaks directly to the brain. Our brains are wired to react to color emotionally and instinctively, long before we have time to think logically. According to neuroscience, when we see color, certain areas of our brain light up. Areas tied to memory, to emotional response, to attraction, even to decision-making. That's why fast food chains often use red and yellow. They stimulate hunger and urgency. And luxury brands, they lean into black, gold, and deep tones because those colors signal exclusivity, sophistication, and high value. But here's the truth that matters for you and me. If color can sell a product, it can also elevate a presence. Your presence, color shapes first impressions within seconds. Have you ever heard of the 7-second rule? Studies show that when someone meets you for the first time, they form a strong first impression within 7 seconds. Before you've even spoken, before they know your name, they've already decided something about you based on what you're wearing, how you move, and yes, what colors they see. One study published in the Journal of Social Psychology found that people made snap judgments about a person's confidence, approachability, and even attractiveness based solely on color, often subconsciously. That means before you speak your truth, your colors are already speaking for you. Let that sink in for a moment. Why it matters more after 50. Now I can almost hear some of you thinking, but I'm not here to impress anyone anymore. I've lived, I've earned my space, I'm not looking for attention. And you're right, you don't need attention, but you do deserve presence. You deserve to be seen in the fullness of who you are. And the older we get, the more intentional we can become about that. Because sadly, the world doesn't always give visibility to women as we age. But that doesn't mean we have to disappear. Quite the opposite. This chapter of life post-50 is when we begin to own who we are. Not dim our light, but direct it. And color is one of the simplest, most powerful tools to do just that. Why certain colors affect men more? Yes, even now. Now let's talk about something you may find surprising or even amusing. Did you know that men and women literally see color differently? It's true. Women can often detect subtle shades, like rosewood, mauve, periwinkle. Whereas men tend to process color more simply, they register bold colors more clearly. Red, blue, green, gold. And here's what's even more interesting. Scientific studies have found that certain colors, particularly red, trigger biological responses in men. In one famous experiment by the University of Rochester, researchers found that men consistently rated women as more attractive when they wore red, compared to the same image with a neutral tone. Why red is associated with passion, warmth, even fertility from a primal perspective. But it's not just red. Other colors like deep green, royal blue, gold all hold power to signal confidence and magnetism, especially when worn intentionally. And no, this isn't about dressing for men. It's about understanding how color draws energy and attention in your direction when you choose it. You are in control. Color and the energy you radiate. Color doesn't just influence how others see you. It changes how you feel inside. Have you ever put on a certain blouse, scarf, or dress, and suddenly your posture shifted? Your eyes lifted, you smiled at yourself in the mirror. That's the energy of color. It awakens something. It reconnects you to the vibrant, powerful, feminine self that was never lost, just tucked away for a while. In fact, researchers say that color can influence mood, boost confidence, and even lower anxiety. And think about this. When you wear a bold color, even in the smallest way, a lipstick, a silk scarf, a necklace, you're telling yourself, I am here, I deserve to be seen, I am not fading, I am flourishing. Why neutrals can dull your spark if you let them. Now don't get me wrong, neutrals are lovely, beige, ivory, taupe, they can feel safe, timeless, understated, but here's the thing. When they become your whole wardrobe, they begin to mute you. You blend, you disappear a little more each day, and you are far too radiant to live in the background. So I want to gently challenge you, what would happen if you added just one bold color to your week? Not to show off, but to show up for yourself, Because color is not vanity, it's not superficial, it's vitality made visible, the way forward with intention, not overwhelm. Now I'm not telling you to throw away everything and dress head to toe in fuchsia. This isn't about dramatic makeovers, this is about subtle, powerful shifts. You can start small, a pop of color in your earrings, a red lip for brunch, a rich green scarf wrapped over a beige coat, a blue blouse that makes your eyes sparkle. It doesn't have to be loud to be effective. It just has to feel like you, the you who's ready to stop blending in and start being beautifully, boldly present. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the 8 specific colors that will help you do just that. Each one is chosen with care based on research on psychology and on real-life transformation. You'll discover how red empowers, how green revives, how purple intrigues, and how soft pink makes hearts open. But before we go there, let me leave you with this: you are not invisible. You are a masterpiece in progress. And color chosen with love is how you frame that masterpiece. So, are you ready to meet the colors that will help you reclaim your presence? Let's dive in. You've made it this far, you've looked in the mirror and something in your heart whispered, I want to be seen again, not flashy, not loud, just seen for who I really am. And now we begin. This is where color becomes more than fabric. It becomes a language, a reflection, a quiet kind of strength. These 8 colors weren't chosen to follow trends. They were chosen because they speak clearly, beautifully, even before you do. Let's begin with the most daring of them all. 1. Red, the color of permission. Red isn't just a color, it's a decision. The decision to stop apologizing for taking up space. To stop toning yourself down so the world can stay comfortable. When a woman over 50 wears red, it means something different. It doesn't say, look at me. It says, I know who I am. Psychologists have studied it. Men, women, strangers, we're all biologically drawn to red. It raises heart rates, it sharpens attention, it stirs something primal. But for you, the real power of red is what it awakens inside. You don't wear red because you're bold, you wear red and you become bold. Start small if you need to. A scarf, a lip, a clutch, but try it. Let it live on your skin and see how you carry yourself differently. The world will notice. But more importantly, so will you. 2. Purple, the color of depth and dignity. Purple never shouts. It doesn't need to, it carries the kind of strength that's earned, not claimed. For centuries, purple was reserved for those with power. But today, it belongs to anyone with presence. And presence is what you have. Purple carries both passion and wisdom. It blends the fire of red with the calm of blue. It's art and insight, softness and steel. When you wear purple, you say to the world, I don't need to be loud to be powerful. I lead from within. Let your purple reflect the part of you that's thoughtful, creative, and quietly magnetic. Whether it's soft lavender or deep plum, there's a shade of purple that will make your skin glow and your eyes deepen. Let it become a signature. Let it tell your story without a word. 3. Blue, the color of calm authority. Blue is the most universally loved color for a reason. It steadies the heart. It builds trust. It says, you are safe with me. There's a quiet power in that. And that kind of power is exactly what makes people pay attention without realizing they're doing it. When you wear blues, navy, sky, cobalt, teal, you radiate credibility, not the loud, performative kind. The kind that makes people instinctively listen when you speak. The kind that makes someone stop and think, she's someone I respect. Blue is grace made visible. It works beautifully in a blouse, a wrap dress, a sapphire pendant, or even a long, flowing scarf. You don't need to overdo it, just let it become part of your rhythm. Let blue become the quiet confidence you no longer have to explain. 4. Emerald green, the color of life returning. Green is the color of nature, but emerald is the color of rebirth. When you step into emerald, something soft and alive wakes up in you. This color tells the world that you are full of life, full of experience, and still full of growth. It says, I am not done becoming. Emerald flatters almost every skin tone. It lifts the complexion, softens shadows, and brightens the eyes. It's regal, grounded, whole. Wear emerald when you want to feel connected to something bigger than yourself. a dinner party, a Sunday walk. A moment when you need to remember how far you've come and how much beauty is still ahead. You are not fading, you are blooming again, and emerald will help the world feel that. 5. Soft pink, the color of feminine strength. Soft pink is not about being delicate, it's about being open, receptive, present. It's not weak, it's not passive. It's the color of warmth, of emotional intelligence, of quiet grace that knows its worth. Studies have shown that soft pink soothes the nervous system, both yours and those around you. It relaxes the energy in a room. It invites connection. For women over 50, pink becomes a reclaiming. Not the pink of little girls, but the pink of a woman who has walked through storms and come out softer, not harder. It pairs beautifully with pearls, with lace, with linen. It lives in rose-toned lipstick, blush silk, and petal scarves. Let pink be the kindness you extend not just to others but to yourself. 6. Gold, the color of radiant self-worth. Gold doesn't scream, it glows. It catches the light in ways we can't explain. It signals richness not of money but of character. When you wear gold, a necklace, a shimmer on your eyelids, a delicate thread through your blouse, you carry yourself like someone who knows her own value. And that is magnetic. You don't need to wear much, just enough to let it remind you and the world that you are not dimming your light anymore. Not now, not ever. Gold belongs to you, you don't have to earn it, you simply have to remember. 7. White and ivory, the colors of peace and presence. There's something breathtaking about a woman in white, not because she's trying to be perfect, but because she radiates peace. White in all its shades, from snow to pearl to ivory, is simplicity made sacred. It's clarity, it's stillness. It's what remains when all the noise fades away. When you wear white, people pause. They listen more closely. You become a kind of still point in the world. Ivory adds warmth, especially for women with golden or neutral undertones. It softens without vanishing. These are not safe colors, they are strong. Because they allow you to stand in your presence, unguarded, unhidden, and utterly yourself. 8. Black, the color of commanding elegance. And now we arrive at black, not the black of hidings, not the black of blending in, but the black of command. The black of elegance, the black of womanhood fully realized. Black is often misunderstood. People say it's too harsh, too somber, but they forget black is timeless for a reason. It frames the face, it refines the figure. It adds weight where you want it and removes distraction where you don't. When worn with softness, silk, cashmere, flowing fabrics, black becomes poetry. It becomes power. A black dress, a tailored blazer, a slim skirt with a touch of gold. Black doesn't demand attention, it earns it. Let it hold you like armor, let it speak in silence. Let it remind you that sometimes the boldest thing you can do is wear your power without apology. These colors are not trends. They are tools, and more than that, they are mirrors. Mirrors that help you remember what the world may have forgotten. That you are radiant, that you are present, that you are still becoming. And now that you've met them, the question is no longer, can I wear color? The question becomes, which part of me do I want to show the world today? You've met the 8 colors, you've seen how each one holds its own energy, its own voice. Now the question becomes, which ones are truly yours? Because the truth is, not every beautiful color will bring out the best in you. And not every shade will let your inner light shine as it's meant to. This part of the journey isn't about rules. It's about discovery. It's about learning to see yourself with fresh eyes, not through the lens of fashion trends, but through the quiet wisdom of what feels right on your skin, on your body, in your heart. Let's take this gently, step by step. Step 1. Understanding your undertone, the foundation of all color harmony. Before you choose your colors, you need to know what undertone lives beneath your skin. Not your surface color, not whether you're pale, tan, or dark, but the undertone, the subtle hue that never changes no matter how much sun you get. There are 3 basic undertones. Cool with blue, pink, or red hues beneath the skin. Warm with golden, peach, or yellow undertones. Neutral, a mix of both, balanced, versatile, adaptable. Here are a few simple ways to figure out yours. The vein test. Look at the veins on your wrist under natural light. If they appear blue or purple, you're likely cool-toned. If they appear green or olive, you're likely warm-toned. If it's hard to tell, you may be neutral. Jewelry test. Which looks more natural on you, silver or gold? Silver tends to flatter cool tones. Gold enhances warm tones. If both look good, you're probably neutral. Sun reaction test. Think about how your skin reacts to the sun. If you burn easily and rarely tan, you may be cool. If you tan quickly and rarely burn, you're likely warm. If you're somewhere in between, again, neutral. This isn't about boxing you in. It's about unlocking the colors that will make your skin look luminous, your eyes brighter, and your energy more alive. Step 2. Matching colors to your tone with grace and intuition. Now that you have a sense of your undertone, let's explore how that maps to color. For cool undertones, your skin loves clarity. Blue-based colors will enhance your glow and create a fresh, crisp contrast. Try shades like cherry red, cranberry, icy blue, navy, emerald green, soft rose, lavender, pure white, charcoal or deep black. These shades will sharpen your features in the most flattering way. They bring out pink in your cheeks and light in your eyes. For warm undertones, you shine in warmth. Earth tones and golden shades complement your golden hues. Try coral, tomato red, olive green, terracotta, warm peach, cream ivory, mustard yellow, copper, rich brown, deep gold. These colors bring out the radiance in your skin, give you a sun-kissed look, and create a soft, welcoming energy. For neutral undertones, you're the chameleon. You can pull from both sides, cool and warm, but your best colors are those that are muted, balanced, and soft. Think soft mauve, blush pink, dusty rose, teal, jade, soft gray, earthy blue, stone, off-white, mid-tone browns. You'll shine in colors that don't overpower you, that feel grounded, harmonious, and graceful. Step 3. Let your personality choose with you. Once you know your tone, it's time to go deeper into who you are, because while skin tone guides the canvas, your spirit chooses the brush. Ask yourself, do I want to feel grounded or expressive? Do I want to draw energy in or send it out? Do I feel most myself in softness or in boldness? Your colors should reflect your presence, not just your palette. Some women feel most alive in jewel tones. They want their colors to speak clearly. Others feel deeply themselves in gentle pastels or earthy shades. They want to move with calm and depth. There is no right answer, only your answer. And the beauty is you can shift depending on the day, the moment, the version of yourself you want to embody. Let your color story expand with you. Step 4. Try it in real light on real skin. Theory is beautiful, but nothing replaces the moment when you see yourself come alive in a mirror. That's where the real knowing begins. Here's how to try your colors wisely. Stand in natural light, not fluorescent, not artificial. Hold the color up to your face near your collarbone. Look at your skin, not just the garment. Ask, does my skin look more even, more radiant? Do my eyes sparkle a little more? Do I feel energized just looking at it? You'll know your body always tells the truth. And if a color makes you look tired, washed out, or emphasizes shadows, bless it and leave it. This is not about forcing anything. It's about finding your way home to the colors that say yes to you. Step 5. Start with one piece and let it grow from there. You don't need to change your whole wardrobe overnight. Start small, a lipstick in a new tone, a scarf you wouldn't have chosen 5 years ago, a pair of earrings in your signature color, a blouse in a color that makes your eyes the star of the room. Let it be a gentle evolution. Let your confidence build not just from what others see, but from what you feel. And remember, this isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming visibility on your own terms. You don't need to dress to be noticed. You need to dress to remember that your presence is still powerful, and color helps you say that without ever speaking. A final word from the mirror. When you look in the mirror tomorrow, don't just see skin and hair and age. Look deeper. Ask, what color does my soul want to wear today? What energy do I want to carry into the world? What part of myself do I want to honor? Then choose with love. And walk out into the world wrapped in color that reflects all that you are and all that you're still becoming. You've earned this glow. Let's pause here. You've just walked through color in a way that most people never do, not from a place of style, but from a place of soul, not to impress, but to express, to remember, because that's what this journey has always been about. It's not about being noticed for the sake of being seen. It's about being seen because you finally see yourself. The truth is, the mirror was never the problem. It was the silence in your own gaze. It was the years of shrinking, toning down, blending in, not because you wanted to, but because the world stopped looking, and maybe at some point, you believed that was your cue to disappear quietly, but it was. A woman is not a season. There's an unspoken story many women carry. That our light was meant for our 20s, that elegance belongs to our 30s, that confidence peaks in our 40s, and after that. We're told subtly or outright to pull back, to become invisible, to be grateful just to be in the room. But you, my dear, you are not a trend, you are not a fashion cycle, you are not a used to be. You are a seasonless soul. You are the full blooms, not the beginning. You are the velvet dusk, not the fading light. And the colors you wear, they are not decoration, they are affirmation, they say. I still burn, I still breathe, I still belong. The power of showing up in color. There is something so quietly powerful about a woman who dresses with intention. She doesn't need applause, she doesn't crave compliments. But when she walks into a room, people feel something. Maybe they can't name it, maybe they don't even understand it, but they know they're in the presence of someone who carries herself with grace, someone who knows herself, someone who doesn't wear a color to attract attention. She wears it because it mirrors who she is. And the world responds, because the world always responds to clarity, to quiet power, to a woman who honors herself even if no one else is watching. Visibility is not vanity. Somewhere along the way, many of us began to associate visibility with vanity. We were told, don't be too much, tone it down, act your age, don't wear red, don't wear shimmer, don't draw attention. So we did, we traded fire for beige, curiosity for caution, radiance for quiet resignation. But here's the truth no one tells you: choosing to be seen again is not a cry for attention. It's a return to dignity. And when you wear color not for the world but for you, you send a message back to yourself. I am still here. I still matter, I am still becoming. That's not vanity, that's freedom. Color as a form of self-respect. Think of the last time you felt radiant, not pretty, not polished, but present, fully alive in your skin. Chances are it wasn't about makeup or trends. It was a moment when what you wore and how you felt lined up perfectly with who you are. That's what true style is. It's not effort, it's alignment. Color, when chosen with heart, becomes a ritual of respect. It tells your skin, I see you. It tells your body, thank you. It tells your younger self, we made it. And it tells your future self, I won't abandon you. I will show up for you in full color. You are not too old to bloom. If you remember anything from this video, let it be this: you are not too old to bloom. You are not too late to be radiant. You are not too quiet to be heard. You are not too invisible to be seen. Every year you've lived has earned you the right to stand in color, not shrink from it. You don't have to wear anything bright. You don't have to wear anything loud. But you do deserve to wear colors that mirror the truth of your heart. If that truth is rose pink, wear it. If it's emerald green, wrap yourself in it. If it's black velvet or ivory silk, let it fall on your skin like a poem. Because you've earned every note of beauty you choose to surround yourself with now. A gentle invitation to begin. You don't have to go out tomorrow and reinvent your closet. You don't have to throw out the pieces that make you feel safe. All you have to do is begin. Try one color, a scarf, a pair of earrings, a blouse that makes your cheeks glow, a lipstick that lifts your mood, a necklace in your birthstone shade. Start with something small and watch what shifts. Watch how people look at you differently. Watch how you look at yourself differently. And remember, when you change how you feel in your own body, you change how you move through the world. This isn't about transformation. This is about return to your essence. Return to joy, return to presence. This is your time. If no one has told you lately, you are not past your prime, you are in it. This is your time to glow. This is your time to claim space. This is your time to be unforgettable, not because you're trying, but because you've stopped hiding. You don't need permission, you don't need validation, you simply need to step back into the light, the one that's been waiting for you all along. In color. Color is your first step. Before we go, I'd love to know, what color have you stopped wearing and what color are you ready to welcome back? What part of you do you want the world to see again? Share it in the comments. I read every word, and this community grows through your honesty and your stories. And if this video touched something in you, please like, share, or pass it on to a woman you love, because we all deserve to be reminded of our radiance. Here on Grace Over 50, we don't chase youth. We honor womanhood, we celebrate elegance, and we show up exactly as we are, in full living color. Until next time, take care of yourself, speak gently to your reflection, and let the world see you as you are, not as you were, because, my friend, you've never been more beautiful than you are right now.